Mr. Speaker, I rise in strong opposition to H.R. 2931. This bill is not about improving the SBA or expanding support for small businesses. It is about punishing cities for their politics and dragging a vital agency into another culture war. Earlier this year, the SBA administrator abruptly announced that 6 regional offices located in cities like New York, Chicago, and Seattle will be relocated. These are some of the most diverse, economically important cities in the country. They are also home to thousands of small businesses that rely on these offices for support. The decision was made without consultation, without any clear plan, and without even a basic briefing to Congress. In fact, 24 of my colleagues and I sent a letter to the administrator demanding answers. We still haven't received an adequate response, just rhetoric. Now, this bill will lock in that same reckless approach and expand on it. It strips regional, district, and local SBA offices out of so-called sanctuary cities, despite there being no legal definition and no justification for such a move. This isn't about immigration enforcement. It's about politics. This administration wants to punish some of our larger cities because they have the nerve to vote Democratic. And it is important to note all these cities comply with the federal laws. And who will this bill hurt? Not politicians, not city officials. It is the small business owners and their employees who will suddenly have to navigate SBA programs without the support they have relied on for years. At the same time, the SBA is already in crisis. Huge numbers of staff have been fired or forced out. Customer service has plummeted. Small business owners are calling, and no one is there to answer. And now, in the middle of all that, we're talking about uprooting even more offices. This bill doesn't fix anything. It adds more confusion and disruption for the people we are supposed to be helping. It wastes taxpayers' dollars to carry out a political agenda, and it ignores the real economic challenges small businesses are facing. Let's not forget, entrepreneurs across the country are already dealing with higher prices caused by tariffs. That is a direct result of this administration's trade policies. These added costs are squeezing margins and making it harder for small businesses to stay afloat. The last thing they need is less support from the very agency that is supposed to help them. They also don't need to be spending hours traveling to offices to get assistance. If we really wanted to support small businesses, we will be talking about access to capital. We will be looking at how to rebuild SBA capacity, not gut it further. We would be focused on lowering costs, expanding outreach, and getting more entrepreneurs the tools they need to grow. Or just maybe we could stop playing games and pass a bill exempting small businesses from the pain of this administration on-again, off-again tariffs. But instead, here we are, debating a bill that makes things worse. I urge my colleagues to reject this bill, stand up for small business owners in every zip code, and restore the SBA mission as a nonpartisan advocate for America's entrepreneur. Thank you. I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman from New York reserves.